Have you ever felt like you've given everything for someone, only to be betrayed? It's a gut-wrenching feeling, isn't it? Well, imagine if God asked you to live out that feeling, not just for a moment, but as your entire life's story. That's the incredible, heart-wrenching, and ultimately beautiful story of a prophet named Hosea. Our story begins around the 8th century BC in the northern kingdom of Israel. It was a time of seeming prosperity, but beneath the surface, the nation's heart had grown cold. They were chasing after other gods, indulging in corruption, and forgetting the God who had rescued them from slavery in Egypt. The people were like a spouse who had completely forgotten their wedding vows, and God needed a way to get their attention, to show them just how deeply their unfaithfulness was hurting him. So he chose a messenger, Hosea, and gave him a command that would shatter his life. God said to Hosea, "Go, marry a woman of promiscuity, and have children of promiscuity, because the land is guilty of the vilest promiscuity in departing from the Lord." Can you even imagine hearing that? Marry someone you know will be unfaithful. Build a life knowing your heart will be broken. This wasn't just a strange command. It was a living, breathing parable. Hosea's life was to become a stage, and the drama played out on it would mirror the relationship between God and Israel. So Hosea obeyed. He found a woman named Gomer and married her. They had a son, and God himself named the child Jezreel. This name was a prophecy, a reminder of a bloody massacre that had happened in a place called the Jezreel Valley. It was a sign of coming judgment. God was telling Israel, through the name of Hosea's firstborn, that the time for accountability was near. As you might expect, Gomer's faithfulness didn't last. She left Hosea and had another child, a daughter. God again stepped in to name the baby, and the name was Ruhamah, which means not loved or no mercy. It was a devastating message. God was saying, "I will no longer show love to the house of Israel." Imagine Hosea holding his daughter, knowing her very name declared God's withdrawal of compassion from his people. The personal pain for Hos must have been immense, a constant daily reminder of his wife's betrayal and his nation's spiritual adultery. Then Gomer had a third child, another son. The name God gave this child was perhaps the most shocking of all, Lo-ami, meaning not my people. With this name, God declared the covenant broken. "For you are not my people, and I am not your God." The relationship was, for all intents and purposes, severed. Hosea's family was a living portrait of disaster, a faithless wife, and 3 children whose names were signposts of judgment, rejection, and a broken covenant. His home life was a constant, agonizing sermon. What happened next is what you'd expect. Gomer left Hos completely. She returned to her old life, chasing after her lovers, who she believed gave her the food, wool, and oil she desired. In the same way, Israel had forgotten that it was God who provided for them, and instead they gave credit to their idols. The Baal's Gomer story is a tragic picture of human nature. We often chase after things that promise happiness, forgetting the true source of all our blessings. She ended up destitute, likely sold into slavery, a victim of the very life she chose. At this point, any rational person would have told Hosea to move on. He had every right to be done with Gomer forever. She had shamed him, abandoned him, and broken his heart in every way imaginable. But then God gave Hosea an even more unbelievable command. God said, "Go, show your love to your wife again, though she is loved by another man and is an adulteress. Love her as the Lord loves the Israelites, though they turn to other gods." And then he adds a specific instruction by her back. So Hosea goes and finds Gomer. She's no longer the woman he married. She's broken, shamed, and enslaved. He has to purchase his own wife back, paying 15 shekels of silver and a large amount of barley. He brings her home, not as a slave, but as his wife. He tells her, "You are to live with me for many days." You must not be promiscuous or be with any other man, and I will live with you. This was a period of restoration, a time for the relationship to be purified and healed, away from the influence of her former lovers. And right here is the climax of the story, the jaw-dropping moment of grace. Hosea buying back his unfaithful wife is a perfect, stunning picture of God's love for us. God doesn't just tolerate his people, he pursues them, even when they've run away, sold themselves into the slavery of sin, and completely forgotten him. His love doesn't give up. He pays the ultimate price to buy them back, to redeem them, and to restore them to himself. Hosea's personal agony was the canvas on which God painted the masterpiece of his relentless, redeeming love. Through Hosea, God was screaming to Israel, and to all of us, I know you've been unfaithful. I know you've chased after other things, but I still love you. I will pay any price to bring you back to me. The book of Hosea doesn't just end with personal restoration. It prophesies that Israel, like Gomer, would go through a period of isolation without a king, without a prince, without sacrifices or sacred pillars. But after that time of discipline, the story takes a turn toward hope. Hosea prophesies that afterward the Israelites will return and seek the Lord their God. They will come trembling to the Lord and to his blessings in the last days. The story of Hosea is not just an ancient account of a prophet's strange life. It's our story. It's a story about a God whose love is scandalous, a love that defies logic and reason. It's a love that sees us in our worst state, enslaved by the choices we've made, and says, "You are still mine, and I'm coming to get you." It's a powerful reminder that no matter how far we've strayed, the path back home is paved with a love that paid the ultimate price to bring us back. Hosea's pain reveals God's passion, and his obedience reveals a love story for the ages. Thank you so much for watching. If this story moved you, please consider liking this video and subscribing to our channel for more deep dives into these incredible stories. We'll see you in the next one.